day of the season. Just thought I'd have a little browse through the available jobs. A couple of interesting teams here, I'm not going to lie. Real Oviedo. First save I really got into when it came to showing other people. So, you never know. Spal. Yeah, we missed them. They were good that one time when we didn't manage them, but they hold a special place. I mean, this one feels right, though. Not going to lie. Real Madrid. I think it's possible. Anyway, back to Morecambe. Final day of the season. So then, folks, since we last met, things have gone okay. We have played a lot of games. It was Lincoln and Tranmere, you might remember, and since then, loads of games have been played. A few losses, few defeats, quite a lot of wins as well. We came out of the 2-2 against Tranmere, got battered by Plymouth, 4-1, then a draw. So that run there really wasn't good. 4 draws and a loss. We then drew to Grimsby, beat Port Vale, drew with Chesterfield, and then went on a nice little run. A couple of wins, Bury and York, draw against Oxford, defeat to Ebbsfleet, which was a bit annoying, and then a local win, a recent win against Oldham, 1-0. Barrow and Stevenage then leave us in an interesting spot. If we win both of these games, you'll see here, in 16th, if we win both games, could rise as high, probably 14th, which I think coming into this season, coming into this team, when we did, as we did, I think relegation was a real fear for them, and I have pulled them out of that mess, and here we stand now then, confident that things can only get better. I'm pleased with the additions we've made, I'm pleased with how the team has performed overall, and I think, give me a crack again at this season from the beginning, and I genuinely think a top 7 finish is possible with a few additions, with a few changes in squad rotation and things like that. We've got a bit of an injury crisis at the moment though. Yeah, not great as things stand. Vose, McGowan, Hidley, Kenyon, Mottershead. What would be Mottershead? I think I was with Motorhead the other day. Mottershead and Stephen Chambers, our first choice goalkeeper, all out injured, which means really we're down to the bare bones. We've got a squad of 18, but it's thin at this point, and some of the players available aren't even that fit to play, Ben Fletcher being the main one. Geraint Selec's going to start from the bench today, and we're going to go with Walters up top on his own in a system which has changed ever so slightly. Curtis Main's going to play on the right, David Roberts is going to go on the left-hand side, Tiger in behind Walters, as mentioned, Gogic, Noon in the middle, Conlon, Adams, Edwards and Wakefield at the back, and really, this is the first time I've seen Luke Conlon, who I think could be a really good player in this division, has had an injury-hit career so far, though, especially since I've been here. Knee tendonitis, as well as recently a damaged heel, something which may well have been recurring, which is a bit of a worry. But he starts today for us. I'm hoping things will go well, and we'll go into this first game then, hoping for a win and hoping we can end the season on a high. I should say the board did pump around 140,000 into club coffers. It's not made a great deal of difference, and I don't think you get that much for a good finish in this division. And they're going for a 4-4-1-1 formation. A couple of injuries. Their goalkeeper has got a bit of a knock, a strained wrist. Interesting that he's playing at all, and their backup goalkeeper also a groin strain, so both keepers suffering. Hopefully we can punish that. Okay, we're going to go with a calm approach. I've been doing passionate a lot more recently. I used to always do the calm approach. We're going to go back to it. A bit worried that David Roberts and Curtis Main aren't match sharp, but playing in wide areas, hopefully they won't be called upon too much defensively and can just focus on being attacking players. You'll notice that the team are playing Barrow, not having the greatest of seasons, down there in 20th, but will survive this season no matter what happens in these last couple of games, I think. So, right, early stages, 20 minutes gone. And I guess we'll stay with this. This is the first chance. Noon with it, forward to Walters. He's taken on his man. Shot on goal. Oh, it's a good shot. And a decent save from the goalkeeper. The more shots we can have, the more we can hurt that wrist will be fantastic. Oh, the ball's been knocked on. It was almost an absolute calamity at the back for them. Edwards is going to bring out a defence. Really liked Edwards at the back. He's been a good player for me. Having cue the mistake he makes later on when he scores an own goal or something to that nature. Conlon, haven't seen much of him. That's the sort of move I like to see from a left back. A little bit of attacking, playing it to our more attacking player. Sadly, that hasn't come to anything, and now a chance maybe for them to break. Edwards, like you could just see him going through the back of him there and getting sent off, couldn't you? Tiger. Where are we going to go with it? Walters. He's got options on either side, but keeping it very centralised so far. Well, there we are then. Ball out to Roberts. If you can pull it back across, Main to the back post. Headed wide. Decent early chances. Now, on control, I've been switching more and more in the recent games anyway. This around a lot more. I've been going attacking, popping it on standard occasionally. I think actually, in these early stages, away from home, we're going to go more attacking. The only issue being, this is the first time we've played this system. I think we've played it twice, maybe all season. Not great, but I'm hoping that despite that, we've got good enough players out there today. They'll do the job regardless. It's actually Barrow that come forward. Ball played through. Good ball it was too. And Nizic in goal for us, replacing our normal keeper. Makes a good save. Okay, half-time has come very quickly upon us here. Let's see then. I'm going to say there's no pressure on you to get the results today. Go out there and play with confidence. There isn't really any pressure on it. We've survived the season, as I thought we would last episode. And really, there's just sort of... We're playing for a bit of pride. We're playing for position here. Morecambe, very often, as we saw when we came in, they finish 22nd a lot, 21st, 22nd. So to better that by quite a distance will be a fantastic achievement if we can keep that going as well, as I'm a bit concerned that Barrow may well be springing an attack here. Tell you what, if we get a counter-attack going here, we could well be in. We've got quite a lot of players pushed up in quite a high position. If we win this back, come on, get it. The tension here is next level. Okay, never mind. They're actually coming forward on this right-hand side. One man in the middle. Gokic has gone in. And Main, we've got our own Main, but they've got their main man as well. Eric Main with the goal. 1-0. Barrow take an early lead. Bit disappointing. Away from home, they're below us in the table. A bit of a blow, really. Right, we're going to go back to standard. We could flick it onto control, actually, but we'll stay standard for now. We'll see if we can grab ourselves a goal. I think Walters okay, 20 or so minutes left to go. Let's get on Geraint Selic, and actually, let's also bring on Uche to play up top. We'll get Main off. I'm actually going to play a bit of a lopsided formation here, but we'll put a Tiger on that right-hand side and go with two up front. Free kick, Roberts to take, puts it in. Selic heads down, Tiger with a shot. Leighton in their goal with a good save. Is that a different goalkeeper? Can't work out if they changed keepers. Right, 10 minutes left to go. I guess we'll go back attacking. We're still a goal down. We've got two strikers now. It might be the tonic. I mean, nothing's happening. The highlight's going away. It's been a very underwhelming game. You were not good enough today. I've said it calmly, but it's true. Very even game. I guess it could have gone either way. We've had slightly more possession. We've been on top for most of it. That's disappointing. We've had a few games like this where we've dominated and lost. Most of the games we've been winning recently. I mean, I'll show you a few of them, actually. You can see here we beat Oldham. Slightly fortunate in this game, actually. They were largely dominant. We keep those sort of more possession every game. I think every win we have, we very much take the control of the possession. Game against York, see, very, very close game. This one, they actually went 2-0 up. We brought it back to a 3-2 win. Had the most of the game, but even so, had to battle for it. It's here with Bury as well. Another game where we dominated, 60% possession, 18 shots. We looked really, really good in this game. We could even go as far back as Port Vale, I would imagine, where again, absolutely dominated the game. You think about where Port Vale are in the table, I'll show you that in a second, right? 19 shots, 10 on target, 60% possession. Bit of a shock result when you consider Port Vale 7th in the table. We dominated them. Right, one more game to go though. Stevenage coming up, and really that is a battle now. The battle is on for 16th. Oz or Stevenage. It's not really, I mean, I say battle. It's not that much of a battle, is it? Okay then, second game of the episode, and we've gone back to the more familiar diamond. It wasn't really comfortable playing two wide players, especially considering they weren't really match fit. Connon and then Adams, Edwards and Wakefield will be at the back. Nizick will start in goal again. Gogic will play in a deeper role behind Hidley and Noon. Tiger will play just in front with Uche and Walters on either side of an attack. And actually, I might play Selic instead of Uche. Yeah, why not? We'll play Selic. I prefer him. Selic, actually, for those that watched the Salford story, you see how in the Salford story we made loads of Parma references. Now we get to make loads of Salford references. Reminds me a lot of the Harp, does Selic. Welsh international with a bit of ability. Could grow to be quite a good player as well. Already sort of 2-star, 2.5-star potential with maybe 5-star ability, 5-star potential. Could prove to be a bit of a wonder kid. A Selic, well, I mean, I would have played the Harp jingle in honour, but he missed it. That was his one opportunity as well. He's been compared to a great like the Harp. It's not happening. Dominating the early stages in terms of possession. We're only 5 minutes in though, and if we get ourselves an early goal, that would be the perfect start. As Walters brings it in field, plays it into Noon. Tiger's there. Selic just ahead. Gogic now out to Wakefield on this right side. Back towards Walters. He's hit the post, but finished off the rebound. He didn't respect the equipment, but then cushioned the ball neatly into the far post and takes a 1-0 lead. 16th this leaves us. The battle is really on. I will say Stevenage so far not really turning up for the battle, it must be said. Wakefield then to the back post, headed against the post and then headed all the way back to the other post, or shot to the back. But he scored is what I'm getting at. I mean, I'm seeing the imagery in front of me and I'm struggling to say it out loud. Not great for a YouTuber that plays a game. Okay, we're forward again with it. Waltz this time plays it into Tiger, gives it to Noon, who again dictates play as per usual. Wakefield into Noon again. Now, if we do take a lead today, it'd be good if we don't throw it away, much like we did last episode. Walters goes close. That has been a bit of a theme of some of the games with live-commed especially. So I'm trying to stay a little bit more concentrated today. 62% possession. Stephen is yet to have a chance. 25 minutes in. Looking good. Here we go again then. On the move. Tiger with it. Forward into Selic. Selic with a strike on goal just past the post. If anything, he was respecting the equipment a little bit too much there. And as we get to half-time, then 1-0 in the lead away from home. 2 away games in a row at the end of the season, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, team sort of seems to have gone well. And we're back out for the second half already. We're flying through. Right, shooting from right to left. Conlon, left side. Ball in. Selic's there. Selic with a shot. Gart side in the Stevenage goal with the save. Good signs in the first stages of the second half. 16th. You know, I don't think 16th is bad at all. Based on what happened when we came in. I think if I'm not mistaken, we were 22nd when we came in. We've gone up to 16th comfortably as well, I should add. Around 18 points. I think if things remain the same, it'll be 18, sort of 17 points clear of where we were. And that's a bit of an achievement. This is arguably better than getting into Europe in the bloody Irish Premier League. We're as close, well, I mean, give or take a point or two, we're as close to the playoffs as we are relegation, which says a lot about sort of our end of season run. The question's going to be, of course, can we pick up some players to have a good season next season? And then if things go well, maybe there'll be offers come the summer. I don't know. We've not been there that long. Usually it takes a little bit longer as the ball whipped in from their left back. It's the bar, cleared by Adams. That is the question, really. Will we get offers from other teams? I'm not going to apply for anything at this stage, but if we get offers, I'll certainly consider them. I'll certainly let you know if we get those. If not, we'll have a proper transfer window in England and see what we can do with this Morecambe side. I think there are players here to build around and create quite a good system, quite a good team. A team that will be capable, certainly, of progressing out of this division. But the idea of getting 40 more points or so than we have right now is a bit daunting. Now, Selic, I played him in the game. He's not had the best of games, which means, I mean, do we bring on Uchi? Yeah, let's give him the game then. Selic's not had a good game. 6.1 rating, I think it was, as he's been taken off. Yeah, it was. Not particularly good. Probably our worst performer on the pitch on the day. Stats-wise, we've dominated in shots. Again, more possession, over nearly 200 passes more than Stevenage. Really, then that should equate to a second goal, shouldn't it? As it's pinched off us, and now Ossie, or Osai, maybe, comes forward on this left-hand side. Goal kick, by the way. What a little challenge that was. And passed the ball forward. Pass wasn't great. And now it's going to give Stevenage the chance here to lump it forward. They do so. And it's gone right over us all. And I can't... Great save. I was getting upset. Prematurely upset, but upset all the same. Still in control. I'm debating whether to go onto the counter-attack or simply... This is usually the time I would switch to standard, so I think with sort of 15 minutes to go, that is what we'll do. I want us to be a little bit more balanced, a little bit more conservative. I mean, I think control, you're not really... You're wary of the counter-attack, but not really setting up to defend it. If you play on standard, you're far more balanced in your approach, and as there's about 30 seconds left to go... Stevenage have to score right now if they're going to upset the party. Well, it might be us with a final goal for the season as Walters comes forward. He hits it wide, but that, my friends, should well be that. And that wraps up the season then. Morecambe 1, Stevenage 0. And yeah, we'll do our final team talk. Will it go well? That's the question. It's gone well. It's green. And so then, in the battle for 16th place, your winners and not deserving of a trophy are Morecambe. So well done to us. So there we are then, not too bad. I think there were some injury issues for this Morecambe side. Both fullbacks were injured as we came in. We made some good additions. I feel like it's been an okay time. If we just take a quick look then at this. Past positions, you can see, as we joined, we rose up the league table. Do you know, I can't remember the exact time in which we joined. I simply can't remember. Regardless of that, up to 16th, the highest position they had all season. It was a position we had for a little while and then finished off with. Shall we take a look at my manager profile then? At the end of another season, it's not that good, I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, good, our media handling is solid. I feel like I talk to the media a lot. I think it's just so repetitive. I just ignore it eventually. Some of these, though, tactical, technical, they're going up. They're 6s and 7s now. We'd already done one course. I've applied to do another one. They can't afford it, so forget it. Well, our reputation now then, a 1 and a bit star team, a National C licence. The more recognition we can get from doing well with this Morecambe side, the more coaching courses we can try and get on, the more likely we are to take control of a better club. I feel as if, honestly, that the Real Madrid job is calling. Maybe not right now, but one day. And that then brings us to the end of this season. If you have enjoyed it, do leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And we're love with care from Mitch. Until next time, I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.